Hey Internet, it's RJ. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning into the show today. Now, in today's episode, we are talking about bonuses that you'll come across in the game of credit and finance. Bonuses are a huge part of making sure you're getting maximum value from your card. So, of course, we're going to go over the types of bonuses, how they work, some examples, everything you need to know, and even some tips on how to hit these bonuses again to ensure you're getting maximum value. So, of course, if that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead, press the subscribe button, and let's get to work. Now, when it comes down to it, these go by many names. There's intro offers, welcome bonuses, things like that. Again, those are the ones we're most standard with. But, these offers become very important because, again, this is how you get the bulk of your value, especially up front from these cards, especially when you're talking about an annual fee card. Right? Because an annual fee card, obviously, is going to charge you an annual fee, and they charge you the annual fee as soon as you open up the card. It might be, $300, $400, $500, or sometimes up to $700. But in year number one, those sign-up bonus points more than offset the annual fee, which is really important that we get those points because then it allows you to basically try a card that you might not have wanted to try or might have been unsure about, right? Or even if you're just getting the card for a specific use case, it still makes it worth enough to offset the annual fee and then some. Similar to cashback, most cashback cards don't have annual fees, but again, if you're in the cashback space, that's going to be an easy way to pick up a few $100s pretty quickly, for getting a no annual fee card. So even better, you don't actually even cut into your bonus with that part. So, you're going to come across a few different types of offers in this space, and we're going to go through all of them, but on screen here you have it. Your biggest ones, you're going to start with your intro bonus, right? So spend X amount of dollars in X time frame to receive, points or cash back. You have retention bonuses, basically going to have you keep the card for, a year or more, and they may be a spend requirement in there. You have upgrade bonuses, and you have spend bonuses as well. So we'll go through each of those really quickly here. So intro bonuses, again, those are the ones that go through welcome offers, new customer offers. They have various names depending on the issuer, but basically this is the initial offer you get when you sign up for the card. So it could be something like, hey, spend for like the double cash that I'm working on right now. It's like spend $1,500 over the course of the next 6 months to get your $200. Or whatever offer the bank is running at the time. That is an intro offer. Now, usually, again, the time frame is going to be between 3 and 6 months. We've seen more of 6 months as of late. As at the time of tapings, the economy doesn't always do as well over the past few years, or in uncertainty. They've tried to extend it out a little bit, but normally it's 90 days or 3 months, right? We're going to talk more about those timers in a second. Those are your pretty straightforward ones. Now, in addition to that, you have retention offers. So retention offers, you're going to see a lot more on the American Express side and on the annual fee card side, right? So, for example, I have the Delta SkyMiles card, and it's got like a $250 annual fee. I wasn't really going to keep it anymore in year number 2 and beyond, so I was like, hey, look, my phone in, and Amex was like, hey, if you keep the card, don't cancel, so keep it for 1 year. We'll give you like 15,000 Sky Miles for spending like, I don't know, like $2,000, $2 or $3,000 in the next 3 months, right? That's a retention offer. Of course, you have to keep the card for 1 more year, but you get those Sky Miles. You got to do the valuation for yourself, see if you're going to use them, if it's worth it for you. But again, it's another little extra bonus to help try to offset the annual fee. So I think when I did the math at Sky Miles, it came out to make the card about $30 effective annual fee, which isn't too bad. Now, you also have upgrade offers, which again is more on the American Express side, I believe. But you see a lot of this in the Hilton and Delta space, where like maybe you have the Hilton Surpass card, and American Express will come and offer you like, hey, would you like, I don't know, let's make this up, 50,000 Hilton points to upgrade to the Hilton Aspire, which is the next tier up. So Amex likes to do this because, of course, the Aspire card is more expensive, keeps you in the system, gets you using their card again. And, this could potentially make sense for you because, again, if you were maybe, you could always apply outright for the Aspire card as a new applicant. That bonus is probably going to be bigger doing it that way. However, if you wanted to, avoid another hard pull, or you didn't want a ton of credit cards, for example, you could always take that offer and you're basically going to get a mini sign-up bonus. And, whereas if you upgraded the card normally without an upgrade offer, you would not get anything because it's not technically a new account. And I've got videos on upgrading and downgrading cards I can link down below for you, which gets more in depth because there's even a way to play these upgrade offers in like expert mode where you start double dipping between bonuses, which is out of the scope for this video, but that's why upgrade offers can come in handy. Now, in addition to that, you'll also see just like kind of spend bonuses, right? Chase and Citi have done this on occasion, where like I think Citi for like the Citi Custom Cash, they were saying, hey, in addition to your top spend category, we'll also give you like 5x back on groceries up to $500, for this next month, which is just a little nice add-on. Again, Citi's trying to get people to use the card more and more, so it works for them, but it also works for us because we get a little extra bonus that we wouldn't ordinarily. So those are kind of spend bonuses that you normally see. You just keep your eye out for those. Usually your issuer like send you an email or some kind of marketing communication for that. So overall, those are kind of the main bonuses that you're going to see in this space. But what exactly do we need to know about hitting these bonuses, right? Because, on the front, it sounds very easy, but there are some little tricks in there that we need to figure out about timing and actually what counts towards bonus. So we'll start with the timing of it. And so on screen here you have, these are the timers. Now, intro bonuses, again, these are your welcome offers. The timer starts at account opening. So remember, for here we said, hey, this is, welcome. Thank you for opening a brand new account. Spend $3,000, call it $3,000 in the first 90 days. That timer starts at account opening, which is the day you are approved for the card. Not the date that the card comes in the mail, not the date that the card is activated. Retention offers would be the date you accept the terms. Upgrade offers would also be the date you accept the terms when the account is officially upgraded. And then spend bonuses are usually either going to be the date offered or the date opted into. So again, those timers can be tricky because, unfortunately, again, they're mailing you a card. You can't, your first go around, you can't use the card until you get the card in the mail, which usually takes about 7 to 14 days is what they quote. Now, of course, some issuers are giving you digital cards, and yes, if you phone in or secure message quickly after the application, sometimes they will overnight you the card if you really want it. Again, it's just, make sure if you're keeping track of it that, again, it starts at that date the account was open, which kind of isn't fair, but it's just how it works. And the other ones, again, pretty straightforward, the date you accept it. Even with the upgrade offer, normally they'll tell you can keep using your current card, and they will probably mail you a newer version just so you have the newer card art. And then these spend bonuses, sometimes you do have to opt in, so it'd be the day you opt in, or sometimes in the marketing communication, it'll just say, hey, we're running this spend bonus from October 1st to October 31st, right? Whenever you choose to start working on it is when you choose to start working on it. So there you have it. That's what those are the timers to keep in mind. Now, in addition to that, you do need to track the spending, right? This is a big thing here because some banks, some issuers like a Chase or sometimes Citi will have spend trackers within the app that track your spend for you, which is great because you don't have to keep track of it yourself. But they all don't do it. So US Bank doesn't do it. Citi, my custom cash had it, but my double cash didn't have it, which sucks because the double cash was a much larger spend than the custom cash. I don't know how they decided that. The point is, if there's not a spend tracker, you're going to want to make your own. Now, of course, you can just go in and, filter through your statements, every month. But for me personally, if there's not one, simply, once the billing cycle closes, at the end of the month, I make my payment in full. I just note that down. Paid $500 to Citi. Okay, cool. And I can keep track in like a notes tab, something like that. You could add every single charge, but it's really not worth it doing it that granular. Just doing it monthly is probably fine because you're only talking about 3 payments basically to track if it's like a 90-day bonus. So with that though, what actually counts and doesn't count for spend? So here we have it. The simple version of it is normal spend, right? Normal everyday spend counts. It's the easiest way to look at it. What doesn't count is the much more interesting side. So annual fees will not count. Again, if you're getting an annual fee card, the annual fee is normally assessed to your card like immediately. Credits and coupons on the card. So like if you're talking about like the Chase Sapphire Reserve and a $300 travel credit, that $300 travel credit should not count towards spend. And then normal restrictions here like manufactured spending and buying tons of gift cards would be the other thing as well. Now, again, I would say this is more an American Express type deal concern than anything else. Buying tons of gift cards, I'm talking about if you're trying to hit a $3,000-$4,000 minimum spend, you buy it all in gift cards, probably going to be a red flag. I wouldn't necessarily say you should be scared to buy gift cards as you need them organically, right? Just, don't lose out on your kid's birthday and have them mad because you didn't buy them a gift card that they wanted from fear of American Express reprisal. But again, that stuff called manufactured spending. That's generally frowned upon. when you're going after the bonus, especially with American Express. They're just very uptight about it. Now, of course, with Chase and even US Bank, I've done the gift card thing a lot. I've also done, credit card funding, is where you open up a bank account and sometimes you can use a credit card to fund it. We have a lot more of that on my second channel, a Run on the Bank, that I can link down below for you if you're interested. I've done some of that stuff. Again, Chase allows credit card funding. I've never had an issue. US Bank automatically declines it. Citi allows it. So it's hit or miss, right? But we'll talk more about that in the how you can hit the spend. The other thing I will mention here is you're going to want to track, when you open the account, when the bonus pays out as well. And if you close the account, you're going to want to track that too. You want to track that for churning sake, just in case you close the card for whatever reason in the future and you want to get back in line for getting the bonus again. Again, we have a whole video on churning that I can link down for you down below for you as well. But keep those dates in mind along with your spend tracker. So with that though, now that we know what's in and what's out, what are some tips to hitting this minimum spend? Because some of these can be pretty lofty. Well, again, I put together some. So obviously normal spending, which really is just shift all your spending to the primary card you're trying to hit, because again, I know you want to hit the best multipliers, but again, the sign-up bonus is going to give you the most value even over the other cards, better multipliers. Company reimbursements has always been big for me. I think I hit a full Marriott Bonvoy $5,000 minimum spend just on a company trip, putting all the spend I could on my card and then getting the company to reimburse it. Taxes and homeowners insurance are big ones. Larger bills, if you can plan your applications around larger bills, that's always helpful. Another big one for me is purchases you've been putting off. So, there's like a lamp over in the corner. I generally keep it dark in here, but that lamp was broke. It's like one of the ones that has like 3, bulbs on it, right? I didn't really care that much, but realistically, you're an adult. Should you have a broken lamp? No, buy a lamp, right? Get it replaced, right? Because that's how stuff falls apart. So things you've been putting off, because things you're putting off aren't necessarily spend for, no reason at all. It's just stuff you didn't really want to spend your money on, but you need to, right? And of course, prepaying things is also pretty good. You have some bills coming up, like, you can prepay like your electricity and stuff like that. Again, gift cards, I say not American Express on sign-up bonuses. I've done it with Chase. There are other sites out there, but they're getting harder to use. There's been like Plastic, which I have a full video on. I can link down below for you. Where Plastic basically allows you to pay things with credit card that you ordinarily wouldn't be able to. But again, the payment networks and the issuers are starting to crack down on that, so it's getting pretty tough. So realistically, right now, like planning your spend is probably the best way to do it. Planning and then pre-buying, but you don't want to pre-buy too much, because there's been times where I've had like thousands of dollars in my Amazon account, which is definitely irresponsible. That should not be an actual store of value, right? So I would, say keep it within reason. But generally, if you're planning big things, house upgrades, new windows, new flooring, new kitchen, I don't know, things like that, generally make it really easy to hit sign-up bonus, sometimes multiples. Of course, as being an adult, you put a lot of day-to-day spend on your card, you can usually get there, honestly. But anyways, guys, that is everything you need to know about credit card sign-up bonuses. Overall, the majority of the fun with these, especially in the cashback space, is for the sign-up bonuses. I love bonus hunting myself. So, of course, let me know down below what are some of your techniques to hit these bonuses, as well as what are some of the biggest bonuses you've been able to hit in your credit card career. What do you have your eye on right now? Love to get your thoughts. Of course, if you like this one, drop me a thumbs up down below. If you're not particularly interested, consider subscribing to the channel, because we're posting content just like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Of course, right back every Sunday with all the news you can use in the week that was in credit and finance. Again, question for you, let me know down below what your bonus spending or bonus hunting tricks and tips are. Love to get your thoughts on that. Of course, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you very soon in the next one.